Hello and welcome to the Valheim Battlers Clash of the Vikings Battle Arena, where two teams of Vikings will battle it out for fun, for glory, for Valheim. Game number 2 saw red team victorious and blue team trapped in the death maze. Will blue team be able to recover, or will red team continue their reign of terror? Let's jump right into the action of game number 3 of Clash of the Vikings. Blue team is the first team to take some shots. Red team is quick to respond. Oh my gosh, blue team is taking some damage, but Captain Fossil is trapped in the middle of the stage, taking a ton of damage. He's moving off to the side to get out of the way a little bit so that he can not take damage, but he's still in the stuck. He's still in the middle. And he's dead. Headed to the death maze. Captain Fossil is the first player to be eliminated in game number 3. Things have slowed down just a little bit as the players look for their shots. Over to Kongveal's view. He's looking for Sarah. Oh, Sarah, hiding behind some cover, but the cover is not tall enough to cover your head. It's just tall enough for your body. There you go, ducking down in there, bobbing and weaving, volleys going back and forth. Blue team, Mare, off to the right there, taking some damage. Still, some volleys going overhead. Kongveal taking a little bit of damage, but he's got a little bit of health. Now that he's eaten some food, we have a weapons drop coming in the center platform. Kongveal is going for it. It looks like it might be some arrows. Kongveal, and he missed it, but he got him. Some silver arrows and some fire arrows. Those would be very important for later on. Kongveal is headed to the death maze to make it back out. Over to Kyle's view. Oh, Kyle, with some sort of debuff arrow. Kyle caused a bunch of damage over on red team. It looked like red right hand. Kyle looking for some sneaky shots here, and now it is a 3v1. 3 players on the blue team versus 1 player, ValheimGal. But we have our first hazards, and it is bats. It is bats coming in, and it looks like the bats are going to hang out on blue team, so ValheimGal is going to be able to take some free shots as they try and take care of these hazards here. Looks like we're just going to use our spears a little bit. I'm not sure who has the bronze mace specifically given to them to manage these hazards. The hazards are important for the players to eliminate because the drops off of the hazards are useful currency. Kongveal came through the portal. Kongveal's headed towards the weapons drop that happened in the middle. He's going for it. Okay, and he's got it. He's got it. He got a harpoon. Oh, but now he's fallen down, so he's headed back down to the death maze. Kongveal spending a lot of time running through the maze. He's going to get it pretty good. Still dealing with these bats over here. Blue team is still dealing with these bats. Looks like red team, the entirety of red team is in the maze, but blue team looks like they are prioritizing consumable drops. Kyle headed to the middle to grab some food. I think that's a good strategy. Got some ice cream and a vineberry cluster, which will be handy for a much later round. Still dealing with these bats, but you can see the players in the death maze below as they run through. We've got 4 players, so it looks like red team there underneath the blue team's portal. That's where the red team's death maze is, and we've got Jarlaxle working his way through the portal, working his way through the death maze. Now let's look in. So we've got Kongveal. Kongveal looks like he's gathered his team up, so all 4 members of red team are in the death maze. It's like Kongveal is leading his team through the maze. He's got it figured out. He's been down here a few times. It's good. Heading up to the first circling trap. Here it is. This is the double-sided circling trap. Oh, Kongveal and ValheimGal made it through. Captain Fossil made it through. Now we're headed to the... Oh, ValheimGal got hit by the second circling trap. Kongveal got hit by the third circling trap, but he's got a little bit of health and some armor to help deal with that. Captain Fossil got hit by a circling trap as well, but it looks like he's going to make it through with 1 HP, probably. Sounds like we've got some more hazards up top. Looks like more bats. More bats for everyone to deal with. Yep, Captain Fossil came through with 1 HP. Kyle. Oh, good job, Kyle, taking care of that bat. We got our harpoon being thrown here. Probably Jarlaxle. Oh, no, look, Kongveal. Kongveal with a harpoon. He almost pulled Mare off. Kongveal is being a menace with a harpoon. He's trying to get people pulled across. It's a great strategy. These bats are still a hazard. Oh, Kyle's been grabbed. Kyle, here we go. Kyle, you're going to fall off. There you go. Stay behind this. See if So you play a little tug of war there. Oh, there we go. Still dealing. Oh, there's the mace. Looks like Mare's got the mace. Let's look from above as we see what's going on here. We still have the bats going on. It looks like it is a 4v2. 4 players on blue team versus 2 players on red team. Over to Kongveal's view, we've got some more hazards spawning in. I wonder if it's going to be more bats. These bats are just annoying. No, it's blobs. It is blobs. As the bats come over to bother them. I think the blobs will be a definite hazard for anyone that's down below, which is good. Keeps players from hanging out down below. But we do have some damage being taken in the red team's death maze as the bats still menace / terrorize. We see the little blobs bouncing around down there. A little bit of damage over on red team side on the right. Over to Kyle. Kongveal's trying to get some consumables out of the center. Good job, Kongveal. Kongveal made it across. Looks like Kongveal's on his way back. Kyle is just trying to take him out. Good job. Kongveal made it all the way back. He doesn't have to run through the death maze again. These bats are out of control. Soon they will become an issue if they do not get dealt with. Back to Kongveal's view. 16 HP and a dream. 2v3 it looks like, unless there's somebody hiding behind something. 14 HP and a dream. All it will take is one hit, and Kongveal will be headed back to the death maze as players take some shots back and forth to each other. And bats kind of moving around. Looks like Captain Fossil's going to the center for a weapon. Captain Fossil did not make it. Was just short of making it to the platform. Looks like here's Kongveal, and Kongveal did not make it either, leaving all of the red team to be in the death maze once again. Jarlaxle headed towards the center for the consumable drop. Kyle still getting chewed on by bats. Jarlaxle just fell down. It does look like blue team is prioritizing the drops from the center, which is an interesting strategy. It's definitely gonna make for a more difficult game for red team. The longer red team spends down in the death maze, the more stuff blue team is going to get. For example, Kyle just grabbed a tasty mead from the center platform. That's going to give him a bit of a stamina advantage. Sarah, sniper, taking care of a bat there. Alright. And we have a player on red team back out. Kyle's taking some shots with some fire arrows. That's not going to be a good thing for red right hand if he gets hit by it. Oh, he's taking a hit. Sudden death mode will be activated in 1 minute. Sudden death mode is an increase in hazard spawn chance, and the portals will be turned off below. There will be no way for teams to make it back to the battle platforms. Still dealing with these hazards. It looks like red team's going to try and prioritize grabbing some consumables from the center before the game ends. Red right hand did not make it to the center platform, and the consumables are still there. It looks like all of red team is in the death maze. They're going to need to make it up before the portals get closed for sudden death mode. Kyle picked up some fire resistance wine. That'll help later. Sudden death mode has been activated. Sudden death mode has been activated. Portals are disabled. It looks like red team is completely in the death maze. Congratulations to blue team for your first victory of Valheim Battlers Clash of the Vikings. Well done, blue team. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and everyone and everything around you, and keep an eye out for game number 4 of Valheim Battlers Clash of the Vikings.